Hi, this is Dr. Trey Moeller, Superintendent of Galena Schools. Welcome to this edition of Bulldog Moments, where we celebrate some of the exciting things that are happening at Galena USD 499 schools. Today I have with me Mr. VanCleave, our high school principal, and Mr. Krouse, our high school counselor, with some exciting news about some things that are happening right here at Galena High School that we think will help better serve our students and promote their future success. So at this time, I'll turn it over to Mr. VanCleave and Mr. Krouse.
Well, thanks Dr. Moeller for giving us the opportunity to talk about individual plans of study at Galena High School. An individual plan of study consists of the students' course schedule, the classes they take while they're in high school, and it talks about their interests, about what they want to do after high school, post-high school, whether it's going into the military or in the world of work or some kind of education after high school. We call that their individual plan of study. We bought a program several years ago called Career Cruising, which was eventually transformed into a program called Zello. And we're going to talk about Zello with you today. Kind of a spoiler alert, in our September professional development, our teachers are going to learn about some of the changes over the summer in Zello, in the Zello Academy. So that'll be in the afternoon of the September PD. You can see in Zello on this main screen, we can see how many kids are logged in each day, so we can kind of track the use of that. We're just getting barely started into the program, so there's not a lot, but one of our FACS classes have been using Zello, so there were 7 kids logged in yesterday as part of the classwork that they're doing. This next screen is going to show what a student screen looks like. It's got my name on there because it's just a demo login, but on this student screen, there's lots of possibilities and opportunities for kids as they explore their individual plans of study. This link at the top will talk about all about me. So it kind of houses all the things that kids are interested in with their high school credits, their interest, how they learn. So as kids go through this program this year and over the course of 4 years, this will be an ongoing project. There's other links, there's so many things in Zello that our kids will be using. They can explore careers in different schools, majors, interests, things like that. Their goals that they have, what they want to do after high school, which of course changes all the time. One of the neat things about Zello, there's an ACT prep program. So during our intervention program, MTSS, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, our juniors do a program called Methodize. It used to be called Method Test Prep. It's changed a little bit, gotten a little better, but basically it's a chance for kids to practice ACT preps things with math and science and social studies, so they can get to know, do a little extra work so they can do better on the ACT or the ACT work keys, whichever product they're going to take this year. So let me just select a grade real quick and I'll show you a couple more things. I'm going to view this as a 9th grader. Methodize is down here. One of the neat options is we're going to share this link with parents. So each student's parents that choose to participate will have access to this individual plan of study in Zello. So kids will be doing that next week. So be looking for that to come out after Tuesday and Thursday next week. You should have access to Zello to be able to talk to your students or your kids about their individual plans of study. Mr. Krouse is going to talk about a few more options that they have.
Yeah, and over here under About Me, you've got all of their assessments that they can do that's going to help them with their plan after high school. One of those is the Matchmaker. Basically, it's a career interest inventory where they go in and they answer certain questions and statements about their interest level, and then that will match them up with certain careers. There is a learning style. Basically, they go in and answer questions that tells them whether they're a tactile learner, like to work with their hands, whether they're a visual or an auditory learner. And those type of things not only helps the students, but it also helps the teachers and know their learning style and how best that they can basically help them in the classroom. The Skills Lab basically is another inventory which shows them the things that they are capable of doing at this certain moment and the type of skills that they may have or also may know that they might want to work on, which is going to help them towards picking a career. As Mr. VanCleave already talked about, you got it where they can go in and they can explore careers. They can look at colleges. Let's just say they want to go to Missouri Southern or Pittsburgh State, but they're not sure what type of programs they offer. they can click on those schools and it'll actually take them to their school's websites, and then they look at some of the programs that they offer under their school website. They can even do the same thing with major, and if they find something they like, they can save it in their dashboard and save it on their plan. One of the last things to talk about is this course planner, which is new for us this year. Basically, a student, this student's a freshman, it goes in and actually will tell them their current grades, or if they're a sophomore, they can look back and it'll show them the classes they took as a freshman and their grades, and then they can go in and make a plan or a schedule of classes that they want to take over the course of their high school career. And that can always change, but this is something we want them to do where they add all of their core classes that they want to take, and then it's got all available electives that they can pick, just to kind of give them a heads up and give them kind of a precursor to what's coming next. That way the student knows, okay, if I really want to be a doctor or something in the medical field, it will be able to show them all the classes that's going to help them towards that program. And it's brand new that we haven't even shown to our students yet, but we're going to be doing that very soon. It's going to help them because in the past we've really not had that. Kids have seen a schedule basically, you know, in the early spring until the time of enrollment. So this will help them plan ahead and be able to pick some of those classes that they can look at down the road, not only if they're a sophomore now, but for junior year and also for senior year, which is going to help them down the road.
We really get excited when we talk about kids' individual plans of study, and it's a true partnership with all the people here at school, the students, and the parents. So if you would, we're going to ask you to like and share this link as much as you can so we can get the word out to all our parents. So we appreciate your time.
And thank you, Mr. VanCleave and Mr. Krouse. I know that both of you and all the staff members here at Galena High School do so much for the current and future success of all of our students. So thank you for sharing this amazing new tool that you're using to become even better at helping our students grow into that future success. Now guys, here's a piece that we didn't rehearse, right? You've seen the end of some of these pieces, right? Because we end with, I'm Dr. Trey Moeller.
I'm Toby VanCleave.
Brad Krouse.
And we are, come on guys, come on.
And we are
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
That might be the weakest
We messed
conclusion
up. We should have said that. I guess I didn't remember that's what we say at the end.